My name is Gunnar Larsén, and I work for a company called 7 Digital. And we are a B2B music and radio platform company focusing on transforming the listening experiences for pretty much anyone who wants to offer music. And I'm here today in lovely Copenhagen at this SEPM15 to talk about the opportunities that music brings to the publishing world and how we can look at learnings from that space and possibly apply that in the publishing world. So the challenge for the publishing business, and probably for the music business as well, for the next few years, is that the model of consumption is changing from this unit-based, a book or a CD, to an access model and a never-ending story, a narrative. And I think we have to find new ways of speaking to the audience and to the mass market, inject that narrative, that story, make it relevant across a longer period of time, and find new ways of monetizing that, either directly or indirectly. And I think the change in the behaviors of the younger generations will really change the way how we do business, and we have to do it because otherwise someone else will come in and change that for us. The next big thing for what's happening in the music space, which may happen in the publishing space as well, is the reaching those people who are deemed as casual listeners or lean-back listeners, and the occasional reader, I suspect. Those who listen to radio today, those who look for personal experiences. And I think that focusing on those people and satisfy their needs, be that reading or listening to music, through an access model, so streaming rather than owning, I think is going to play a big part in what we do next. I also think that new technologies such as sensors and hardware, context, and the data that provides will be very, very important for us to capture and to learn from, so that we can develop new services that will attract the next generation of people to stay with us and hopefully part with some money, throw it our way. So the publishing business needs to look at this with sober eyes and possibly take learnings from the music business. If you don't disrupt yourself, someone else will. And I think looking at readers rather than books to start with would be a good way to learn more of their behavior, to learn more about what they do, how they do it, where they do it, and with whom they do it, and possibly look at ways of using that data, that intelligence, to create new products, new services, and new stories. And that will be a challenge, because essentially you have to throw the old model out and replace it with something new. It's a bit like changing the engines of a plane in the middle of your flight, and it's not going to be easy, but I think you have to do it. For me, hearing the stories of publishers and the challenge that they face is very interesting, and I can draw parallels to the business where I'm from. And equally, I hope that what I brought to the table today I don't bring answers, but I bring experience from how the music business tackled some of the issues which I think the publishing business haven't yet started to be troubled by. That whole cross-sharing, cross-pollination between similar industries is vital and important, and frankly quite fun as well. Certainly and wholeheartedly recommend this conference next year, and probably the year after that as well. So by all means, come over, it will be fun.